Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active.
shoot! People! Hey. Tell me you got a stim pack. I'm hurting here. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Good to know there's still some heart out there. So, you the cavalry then? Duchess send you to save our tails? Much as I appreciate it, I'm not the one who needs helping right now. See, these, scorched things have been harrying the bar. Me and my bot sis Polly got the bright idea to track down their nest and clear them out. But a couple of them got the drop on us before Polly chased them off deeper into the mine. I heard some fighting, but then, nothing. I think she's hurt. Look, you've got to find Polly. I can't be the reason she... Look, just find her. Please. Look, when you get Polly back, I'll walk you through every little detail of how I became best friends with the machine. But first, I need you to save her. You think you can do that for me? Thank you. Once you've got her, just bring her back to the Wayward. I'll be there. And tell her I'm sorry I couldn't be the one to save her.
Someone there? I could use a lift. You happen to see a young man on your way through? Early 20s, rough around the edges, carrying about a bullet's worth of extra lead in him? He's alive? Thank God, that's good to hear. So, what do you say you and I help each other out? You get me back to the Wayward, And I'll help you bake to a crisp anything that bothers us on our way out the door. Never met an Assaultron before, huh? Probably for the best. That flashy red pearl in the middle of my face doesn't just complement my scintillating personality. It also happens to fire a multi-gigawatt laser. You pick me up, and give my neck servos a twirl, I'll kick off a blast that would make Oppenheimer quote scripture. So, we blowing this gin joint? One too many of those crystalline creeps. I'll give them this. They may be hideous, stupid, ugly, bad-smelling, poorly dressed, tactically backwards, and overly forward with a lady. But they are fearless. Enough of them rushed me at once that it severed my neck bracing. And so the curtain rises on my current predicament. Now, are you gonna help me out? That's the ticket. Now, let's... You hear that? Sounds like those things have regrouped. How about we make them regret it? Come on, darling. Let's make sure these things never bother the Wayward again. So long. No! Bad! Stop having me shoot them! Who's the killing machine now? One bot built to kill. Ammo finally corroded. Wet cave really did a number on it. I'm not going to be much help now.
Back at long last. But where's our girl?
Did you find Polly? Oh, God. Polly?
Whoa. You're not looking so great, darling.
Duchess, I'm not feeling great.
Friend, why don't you set her down? Jug should do the trick. That's not gonna do it all.
Oh, Polly. This is all my fault.
Solomon, no. Don't you dare. This is not... Duchess? Tell me you emptied this out.
Did I? You know, I'm 80%.
Duchess?
It's all right. I can fix this. There's a robotics shop over in Somersville that... Oh.
Solomon, you're going nowhere. Look, I'm sorry to even ask, but is there any chance you might be able to help us out here? I can make it worth your while. Find Polly this new body. I'll tell you everything I know about Crane and his treasure.
Please say yes.
Honey, it's complicated. But I promise, I will walk you through every gory detail if you do this for us. Oh, don't you worry there. Saul, you still got one of those trackers?
Uh-huh.
You tag the body with Saul's tracker here, I'll have my people collect it. Once it's safe.
Here comes Chick Webb with a really
Solomon, you had a spot in mind?
Yeah. There's this old robotics dealer over in Somersville. Duncan and Duncan. The owners boarded it up, but it's possible to get back there if you know where to push.
You are a lifesaver. Here, the tracker. Just plant that on Polly's new frame, and we'll handle it from there.
And here, you'll need this to get into the place. Just leave it unlocked so we can come and get the body later. And make sure it's pristine. No damage, no reprogramming. Factory defaults only. I don't want anything going wrong in the transfer.
And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, thank you. We'll all owe you big after this.
nothing and no one! Why are you hiding? I thought we were friends.
Oh, hello, beautiful. Sneaky time's over, rat.
How did we get to this point?
There ain't nothing good out here. Nothing nowhere. It's all shit.
Still alive. Mom is still alive.
Oh. Well now, what do we have here? Are you another ghost? I cannot bring you the peace you require, spirit. Leave me be. You have no idea. Well, what can I do for you, spirit? I'm Skinner, by the by, at your service. Assaultrons are military-grade hardware, Spirit. As such, all of our machines have already been spoken for. Outstanding deal with the United States military, just waiting for pickup. You understand. I'm sorry, but I simply cannot. The price of such a machine, even before its noted uptick in demand, was in millions of dollars. And you'll do what exactly? Kill me? Release at long last? As welcome a change as that may be, I really should decline. But here, it's been so long since anyone's given even a thought to what I may want. You'll find it upstairs. Bottle caps? Actual trash? Then it's likely safe to presume the amount you'd need to offer is in the mid-10 figures. By all means. I do hope the new machine is serving you well. We pride ourselves on our dedication to quality. Excuse me. Entrance into the showroom is for customers only. If I encounter any damage in those showrooms, you should expect a bill.
Well, you've truly done it this time, Jonathan. This numeric obsession of yours will be our ruin. You've reminded me multiple times it's the only house in the city with that number. But leveraging our only... You what? Oh, don't be a... Fine. Skinner!
Yes, Mr. Duncan.
My brother refuses to continue our discussion without his evening tea. Because he is a petulant child. Do fetch him some so we can be done with this.
Mr. Duncan, I hardly mean to be rude, but where exactly would you like me to bring this tea?
To my brother, you imbecile.
Your brother? At the cemetery?
What on earth are you talking about? Go downstairs, make his tea, and bring it to the desk directly in front of you where he is seated.
Sir, there's no one there.
Well, you don't see him?
No, sir.
Well, that simply won't do. Skinner, fetch my toolkit. You're clearly malfunctioning.
Very well, sir. Excuse me. Entrance into the showroom is for customers only. I would ask you to keep your hands off the merchandise.
Hey, you got one. Signal's coming through loud and clear.
You know, I don't throw the word hero around a
Tell
lot.
Polly what you found.
Come over here and let's discuss, huh? No. Now that's what I like to hear. Seriously, thank you for sticking your neck out for me.
It's true. You've worked real hard putting things right for us. None of us are going to forget what you've done. But that really just leaves one last topic for us to discuss. Doesn't it? Crane, you ready to listen? I'm just warning you, I can't guarantee you're going to be happy with what I'm about to say.
Here's a song near and dear to my heart, reminding us that we carry with us the places and
Yes.
people from our past.
At least, well,
In a shanty in old
it's better I walk you through the whole thing at once. You ready to hear it? You just let me know. So, you ready to hear about Crane? All right then. Follow me. So, I've known where Crane is. I know where his treasure is. But, well, there's a problem. Honey, you awake? Oh. You want to give him a little nudge?
Boy! 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 Boy is key! Boy is key!
That's all he says anymore. Boy is key. Over and over.
Jesus, Duchess. That thing's been up here the whole time?
That thing is Crane, Solomon. And what exactly would you have liked me to do with him?
Put it out of its misery. Those things are killers, Duchess. Paulie and I have the scars to prove it.
I don't recall yielding the floor to debate here. You agree with me, don't you? Well, look. I may not have all the information here, but... all I've heard is... well... no. Once the infection's this far gone.
Then so is the person inside.
I know. You're right. I couldn't. Please. Just make it quick.
Of course. Unless... you want to take care of it?
Next up, for any of you who may have recently emerged from a vault, tell me, is this what it was like that whole time in there? Just wondering.
And who knows how long that'll take? We just wait around for this thing to get loose in the hopes that someone out there finds it? No. I'm sorry, but Crane's gone. The only decision to make here is, are you doing it? Or am I? Murder? No, you're right, I guess. Well, what about... we'll let him go. He's out of our hair and gets a fighting chance at a life. Who knows? Maybe he'll last long enough for someone to find a cure. All right?
Maybe he gets lucky. Be a nice change for you, wouldn't it, Mr. Crane? Fine. We'll let him go. I'll take care of the arrangements. Get him far, far away from here. In the interim, honey, you're gonna need to reach into Crane's pocket there and grab a map and a keycard. Just try not to get bit. According to that map, the treasure is in some kind of special cache tucked away inside Golly Mine, sealed away behind a keycard locked door.
Golly Mine? That's where Polly and I tracked the Scorched.
Son of a... Does that... Did you lure those damn things here when you found the cache?
You sure you still wanna let him go?
Hush, Solomon. Now, this cache. I tried to check it out myself, but I didn't get real far. You're already intimately acquainted with Golly, so I suspect you've got the best shot at actually laying hands on whatever's in there. So, here are my terms. I will let you keep said map and access card. No strings attached. As payment for everything you've done for us. But I need your word you'll come back. And buy a drink every now and then. And none of that cheap stuff I serve to the scrappers in Saul.
Hey,
I'm just realizing that having the right people in your life is more important than chasing riches. Honey, I'll take it in tips. Now, there anything else you want to discuss before heading out? No idea, sweetheart. He was only ever here alone. If he did have kids, well, they're long gone. Maybe I have great vision. Maybe he wore shirts with too many buttons undone. Maybe you don't need an answer to that question. You got what you needed. What say you let a lady maintain her air of mystery? I'll be fine. This is just the world we got now. A lesson I keep seeming to forget. Lucky for me, I just happen to have access to a variety of mind-altering substances. So, I'll bounce back. But thank you for asking. Good luck.
detected. Registration complete. Countermeasures disabled. You may now present Pip-Boy at access point. Valid Pip-Boy detected. Access granted. Welcome, prospective Robco customer. Error. Dispenser token not detected. Please deposit token into the designated slot. Error. Dispenser token not detected. Please deposit token into the designated slot.
Well, well. We've been having a little discussion with your friends here, Crane. Word around the water cooler is you found the treasure. Good for you. Time to cover your end of the deal. Pay up. A weapon. Singular. Let me see it. That's it? Fine. You give me that, I suppose we can call it even. Unless you can make me a better offer. Summersville, huh? Good bots will fetch a pretty penny. Fine. You got yourself a deal.
Well, I suppose that could have gone a lot worse. Honey, why don't you and I have a little chat while I try and stop my hands from shaking? I guess that went about as well as it could have. Though I do wish maybe you hadn't struck a deal with them in the first place. At least they're out of our hair. For the time being. Be a fool not to. I value that man's word about as much as a Brahmin fart. Having Saul and Polly back on their feet, though, should level the playing field in case he gets any ideas. Solomon, you think you and Bessie can go grab Polly's new ride before those boys do?
I can make it happen, Duchess.
Attaboy. Well, honey, I'm real sorry Crane's leads didn't pan out quite like we'd hoped. And while I can't magic up a better treasure for you, what I will do is foot you a discount. You'll never pay full price here while I'm still above the ground. Really, it's about the least I could do at this point. Honestly, thank you. We're on our feet now because of you. You take care of yourself out there, honey. one wayward soul to another. Well, hey there, darling. Something on your mind? No, doll. Appalachia's home to me. Always has been. There was no way I was staying away for long. I presumed I'd only be gone a couple of months. But I kept hearing stories about plagues and monsters and whatnot. When I heard everyone was finally coming back because of some treasure, I figured the monsters and all must have been made up to scare people off. Seems I just vastly underestimated the general populace's level of desperation. So I came back to sell them all drinks, and to finally be home again. Me? Businesswoman. Carved a nice place out for myself in pharmaceuticals. I made some friends along the way, and lots of enemies. But I was also able to put away enough scratch and supplies that, when the end came, well, I was in better shape than most. Traded nearly all of it in order to build this place, though. Now, the Wayward's my legacy. And it'd be nowhere without you. Oh yeah, I've heard of her. Rumor was that she was a smart, savvy, effortlessly beautiful drug kingpin. But I don't think you want to find her, honey. Left a trail of broken families wherever she went. Lucky for us all, that gal disappeared when the bombs dropped. World already had all the monsters it could stomach. Great, isn't she? I got her for a steal because the military took all her guns when they retired her. She's the pack-ox forklift hybrid I never knew I wanted. I never would have been able to haul all this stuff up here without her, let alone build this place up. It was Saul's idea to paint her, upgrade her voice module to something more fitting her role. Nothing other than the rumor of the big one everyone keeps babbling about being tucked away somewhere nearby. I've heard it's a city that drops riches from the sky, and that it's a drill that crawls around underground. And at this point, I would not be the least bit surprised to find out it's somehow both. All right, come back when you need to work out your drinking muscles.
You handle that thing with Roper real well. That had bloodbath written all over it. Seriously, all the gratitude I've got doesn't amount to what you deserve. Here, I want you to have this. I've been saving it for a rainy day, but you earned it. So, there's something I can do for you? A lot better now I'm out of that pit. But Dutch has spotted me a couple stems, so I'm not too worried. I've had worse. Bounced back just fine. Just takes time, you know, which is the one thing I've got plenty of. We look out for each other. Not sure how long you've been out of the vault, but if you want to make it out here, you need someone watching your back. Preferably multiple someones. And Polly's been that person for me for a while now. Yeah, see, Duchess and Polly, they didn't work great together. Duchess treated her like a protectron. A servant to be bossed around. But she's a lot more than that. I don't know if all Assaultrons are like her, or it was something to do with her reprogramming. But she's... like a real lady. Yeah, and once I got Duchess to see that, well, it was smooth sailing. Or as smooth as this group gets. Well, not much to tell. Scorched just overwhelmed us. It's weird. They seem rock dumb, but sometimes it just seems like they know things that they shouldn't. Like they're talking to each other somehow, just without words. We were holding our own just fine till I got shot. It's a whole lot harder to aim when you can only balance on one leg. Once I went down, Polly went ballistic. Could say she lost her head over it. Talk to you later.
Watch yourself out there. Bunch of crazy robots running around Appalachia. Well,
not sure if I mentioned this, but I do appreciate you not getting us all murdered back there. Shot on my knees? I am going out with more flair than that. So, thanks. Now, what do you want? Some other time then.
Looking for a new career? Like working with your hands? Finding solutions to challenging problems? Fixing complex machinery in exciting environments? Then it's time you join the Hornwright Industrial Auto Miners Support Squads. We're looking for talented men and gals interested in earning good pay for hard work, keeping Hornwright Industrial's fleet of advanced auto mining robots active and kicking. Pop by the Hornwright recruitment booth in downtown Charleston and sign up today.
Hello, Mech. I wanted to let you know I've procured those tools you and your boys were asking after.
Never had headaches like this before.